What's up, everybody? Chris back again. Guess who's back? Chris is back. Anyway, that was lame. We're not going to do that. Anyway, so today, guys, we're talking about Mortal Kombat Legends from 2023. Just came out a couple months ago, directed by Mr. Ethan Spalding. Mr. Spalding has directed many DC animated films, including uh, pretty much all of the Mortal Kombat Legends films. He's directed, I think, Assault on Arkham and a few other Batman film. Oh, excuse me, I had the hiccups. A few other Batman films. So I mean, he has a decent filmography behind him as far as being an animation director, and some of his animated films for DC have been top notch. Particularly his Mortal Kombat films. I've enjoyed all of them until this one. So I guess let's break it down. So in the first Mortal Kombat Legends movie, it was Scorpion's Revenge. Basically told the story that should have been in the new Mortal Kombat movie. That's the story that should have been told in that movie, but we didn't get that. We got the first like 15 minutes of that movie was the first 15 minutes of Scorpion's Revenge, but so Scorpion's Revenge was really good. Snowblind, I think, was the next one, and it was really good, and so was Battle for the Realms. All of those have been good. This one didn't even feel like a Mortal Kombat movie. It felt more like a 90s adult animated film that just happened to have the name Mortal Kombat. In fact, this was probably the worst offering by Mr. Spalding out of all of his films. I felt like they focused too much on Johnny Cage and not enough on the actual like I don't want to say tournament, but the Mortal Kombat lore, the mythology of Mortal Kombat. It was like we didn't even have a whole lot of our normal characters that we enjoy watching. We had Johnny Cage and a couple of Outland assassins, and shit, I can't think of anybody else. I mean, it literally, I watched it and I couldn't get behind it. I just couldn't get into it. I was watching it, and there's a ton of cursing. They go heavy on the swearing, but they don't do hardly anything as far as like the action and the gore and the violence. It's a lot of talking and swearing, but not a whole lot of confrontations. And the writing was awful. I didn't think the writing was very good. It was very childish. It wasn't very mature writing. But then again, Johnny Cage isn't a very mature character, so that could explain why the writing was very immature and kind of subpar to me. But I don't know. I just felt like I was watching a Scooby Doo movie, like an adult Scooby Doo. That's the style of animation it had. That's the kind of like atmosphere it gave off. It was super colorful for a Mortal Kombat movie. I'm expecting darker reds and yellows and oranges and stuff like that, but this was like neon, and I don't know, guys. It really just kind of threw me off when I watched it because I couldn't wrap my head around why am I seeing such a bright Mortal Kombat movie? Why am I seeing a Mortal Kombat movie that doesn't have any Mortal Kombat in it? I mean, no, there's a few scenes of fighting, but not nearly as much as there should have been, and not nearly as much as there was in the previous three installments of this Mortal Kombat Legends, I guess, franchise. And I just, so too colorful, terrible writing, not enough violence. When did you think you'd ever hear that? Not enough violence. Well, it's Mortal Kombat. I'm expecting decapitations and guttings and all those kind of things, and I don't get any of that, really. But, and then the cast of characters, again, we really only follow, oh, excuse me, we really only follow Johnny Cage. I don't think there's any other characters that I can remember. Now, it's been a few days since I've watched it, and it didn't leave that much of an impression on me. So I apologize if I'm kind of foggy on what characters were in it and all that, because I didn't care after the first hour. Uh, but anyway, so it doesn't feel like Mortal Kombat, like a Mortal Kombat animated feature. It just doesn't. Hands down, doesn't. Um, I mean, if you like the Mortal Kombat animated films, by all means, check it out. Don't let me deter you. But after you check it out, just remember the things that I had mentioned about being too colorful, having more foul language than fighting. And, again, I don't mind. I mean, you can curse all you want to, you paid good money to curse. Curse all you want to. But if you're making a Mortal Kombat film, don't make every other word the F word and then have, all these different, I say languages, all these different curse words and not, I guess it seemed like they were cursing just to curse. Like the cursing had no point. It was like they were cursing just to add it into the dialogue. And to me, that's just childish. I mean, saying the F word because you can, silly. Now, if it was in the context of something like, oh, that's effing stupid, that'd be great. But in some of these dialogues, they just curse to curse, and it drove me nuts. So anyway, I don't think this is a very good movie. I don't think this is a very good addition to that franchise. I probably won't be watching it again. I'm kind of bummed out that I bought it for $10. Because I was, again, they've had a stellar track record so far. So I'm kind of bummed that I paid money for it. But overall, just wasn't good. Feel like I, got ripped off. But anyway, guys, that's it for Mortal Kombat Legends. Thank y'all for watching. If you like the review, please like and subscribe. If you want to look me up on Facebook, look up my group. It's Cinema Dolce. And then on TikTok, guys, I'm also Cinema Dolce there. So if you guys want to follow me on that, feel free. And as always, guys, I love you. I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. God bless and peace out.